Have you ever wondered why some of the most successful people, like Steve Jobs or Mark Zuckerberg, always seem to wear the exact same thing every single day? Well, it wasn't about fashion. Not at all. It was actually a really clever strategy to save their brain power. And today, we're going to dive into the fascinating psychology behind it.
So, be honest. When you see someone who wears a daily uniform, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Do you think, they're just lazy? Or are they hiding a powerful secret to being more productive? Let's figure it out.
On the surface, it's easy to look at it and just see a simple wardrobe, maybe even a lack of effort. But underneath all that, something much more strategic is happening. It's a conscious choice to save mental energy for the decisions that actually matter.
Now, to really get why this works, we need to take a quick look at how our brains operate. Because every single day, we are just bombarded with choices. And each one, no matter how tiny, comes with a hidden cost. The official term for this is cognitive load. Basically, think of it as the total amount of mental horsepower you're using at any given moment. Deciding what shirt to wear, what to have for breakfast, which route to drive to work. Every single one of those little things adds to your cognitive load for the day. Here's a great way to picture it. Imagine your focus is like a brain battery. When you wake up in the morning, you've got a full charge. But every single decision you make, big or small, it just drains a little bit of that power.
So, what happens when that battery starts to get low? You start to experience something called decision fatigue, and this is a very real psychological thing. After you make a bunch of decisions, the quality of the choices you make later actually gets worse. Your brain just has less energy left for the important stuff.
Okay, so if all these little decisions are draining our mental budget, how do we save it? Well, this is where the whole idea of the cognitive economy of the uniform comes in. It's a simple but really powerful tool for holding on to that precious mental energy.
I mean, just look at the trade-off here. It's so clear, right? A varied wardrobe costs you mental energy, it costs you time, and it chips away at the focus you have for the big, important tasks. But with a uniform, that whole equation gets flipped. You spend minimal energy on clothes, which means you've got maximum focus for what really counts.
See, a fixed wardrobe isn't just an outfit, it's a habit. And habits are so powerful because they're automatic. They just run on autopilot, completely bypassing that decision-making part of your brain. And that cuts down decision fatigue right at the source.
So what's the real payoff here? Saving mental energy isn't just about feeling a little less tired. No, it's about unlocking a whole new level of performance.
That attention you save becomes your superpower. Seriously, it helps you tackle complex problems, it boosts your working memory, and it protects that state of deep focus by getting rid of all those tiny, nagging little interruptions that are always trying to pull you out of the zone.
Now, let's just be super clear about one thing. Adopting a uniform is not about giving up. It is not about neglecting how you look. That is not the goal here at all.
Instead, it's all about being efficient. The idea is to set a really clear, simple standard for yourself. A few clean, well-fitting, basic pieces that meet the social norms. You look good, you feel good, and, most importantly, you can just move on with your day.
So how can you actually apply this to your own life?
Well, it's actually pretty straightforward. Let's walk through a quick, practical guide to creating your very own default outfit so you can reclaim your focus. It's really just a simple two-step process. First, define your default outfit. Find something simple, comfortable, something you feel great in. Then, for step 2, save your creativity and your choices for the days you actually enjoy it, like a weekend or a special occasion. That way you get all the benefits of automation without feeling rigid.
And that brings us to our final thought. This whole idea, it's so much bigger than just your clothes, right? It's about looking at your life and finding those small, repeating decisions that drain your energy without adding any real value. So, here's my question for you. What's one small decision you could automate tomorrow to free up that precious brain power for something that truly matters?